say Jesus didn't directly address transgenderism.
So I saw this video as I'm debating whether I want to go in the gym and work out. Does anybody else do this? Sit in the car and debate whether they want to go in and work out? I'm going to go, but I saw this video and I figured I might as well talk about this for a second before I go in. And then I'll probably come back to a lot of comments, so it'll be great. So I got a couple issues with what's being said here. So go back, watch the video if you want. But the first thing, we're talking about how God created male and female, and then you reference man and woman. Okay, those are two different things. We need to understand the difference between sex and gender. So I was born a male, but let's say later on I decide I want to be a woman. I can do that because woman is a construct. Yeah, I can't necessarily change my biology. We could take hormones, do some of those things, but I can be a woman because that's a construct. Let's try to understand this. However, as far as sex goes, we weren't born just as male and female. There are individuals known as intersex. It's a real thing. Yes, I know it's a small part of the population, but it's part of the population. And as far as X and Y chromosomes go, we're not as clear-cut as you think we are. I mean, you can do some basic research and reading and studying on sex and sexuality and gender, and you will learn this. I can't unpack it all in a video. You can go to experts, but it's not cut and dry. People say, well, it's against nature. It's nature. You're supposed to be man if you're a male, but that goes actually against what we see in nature. Goes against what we see all throughout nature. And I don't know that we are, and I don't believe that we are that exception to that part of creation where we wouldn't have more of a mixture of the sexes, of the XY chromosomes, where we're like a gendered dysphoria. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. And again, we can be a man or a woman, right? Like it's fine. Like it's a construct. Let's understand this. But the scripture he's referencing is not somebody asking Jesus about homosexuality or transgender. It's not a thing. Homosexuality, as far as same-sex loving relationships, choosing that as a sexual identity, is not a thing. The question is about divorce. And so Jesus is answering a specific question about a specific instance. We have nothing from Jesus that talks to homosexuality or transgender at all. So there's many harmful missteps about this individual when he's preaching, and it does great harm to people in this community.